Hi, my name is Jackson Plotnick, and welcome to Hemlane's Real Estate Management Academy, where we provide quick tips for landlords and managers with rental properties. Today, we're going to cover the most effective ways to schedule and organize your rental property showings. Many people will advocate for individual property showings or open houses. These methods only work in certain circumstances, and I want to make sure that you are maximizing your time and money. So why do we want to avoid individual property showings? Put it simply, they waste time. Prospects don't care about your time. They only care about their top priority on that sunny Saturday afternoon. If you've hosted a property showing before, then you've experienced this firsthand. So why not open houses? Well, they don't allow you to focus on qualified applicants. You have no prediction on the demand, and you may miss the opportunity to speak with a qualified applicant if an unqualified prospect is taking your time. So what do? Well, the goal is to focus on the best potential tenants and create an initial relationship without wasting your time. The solution is simple. RSVP required property showings. You get the best of individual property showings and open houses without the negative consequences. There are three major upsides. 1, demand breeds interest. When a prospect sees that other qualified applicants are at a showing, it gives the impression of desirability. You don't get the same sense of urgency with a personalized tour or at an open house without any other attendees. 2, you eliminate time wasted on researchers. Rent is likely the largest monthly expense for a tenant. Prospects view multiple rentals, even properties that are not their top choices. By scheduling a couple of prospects simultaneously, if a researcher attends the showing, you're not completely wasting your time as you would be in an individual showing. Number 3, the best part, you avoid frustration. Leasing a property can be stressful and should not take too much time away from your family, your work, or other engagements. By setting a schedule and sticking to it, you save yourself the headache during the leasing process of reschedules, cancellations, and/or last-minute additions. If your property is a serious choice for a tenant, the tenant will arrange his or her schedule to accommodate for your showing. Now, what do you do in the case that there is a lack of demand for your property? Well, to start, you may have priced it too high. You may want to consider reducing the price or upgrading features. Another issue is if you list during the dead season. Maybe you get stuck with a winter turnover. Or you might have just chose bad showing times. People have crazy schedules. Accommodate by having a wide variety of times, from early evenings to weekends. Remember, a healthy amount of demand is important so that you can be selective with your applicants. The most costly expense is a bad tenant. So you've got the RSVP required showings, plenty of demand, and the next question is, how do you make the showing effective? Property showing is meant to answer questions, give a preview into living there, and to close on qualified prospects. I have 5 pointers for your showings. 1, schedule showings for convenient times. Early afternoons on weekends, primarily Saturdays, and early evenings on weekdays during the daylight typically work best. 2, have a fast response time. An immediate response is necessary because delay may lead to risk of no response. If you do not have time to respond immediately, then consider a company like Hemlane to respond to inquiries for you. 3, secure qualified prospects' contact information. Your response to inquiries should include an ability to RSVP to the showing. This will capture serious prospects' contact information for better follow-ups and communication. 4, only go after qualified leads. Pre-screen tenants before scheduling the showing. Your screening should follow the Fair Housing Guidelines. Ask whether their income and credit score meet your minimum threshold. When your applicants are registering for your property, include some pre-screening questions. Lastly, number 5, limit the number of attendees. You want to show demand, but you don't want chaos. Based on the size of your property, you should limit the number of RSVPs allowed for each showing. Now, there are always some exceptions. For example, prospects looking for the top 1% high-end properties expect a personal showing. You should anticipate fewer inquiries for luxury rentals. Out-of-state prospects that visit only for a couple of days during a house hunting trip may require special scheduling accommodations if they are a qualified potential tenant. Also, if your city is a broker-dominated area where agents personally tour prospects, then it's a different model. Remember that every day that your property is on the market, you lose money. You and your agent should have a streamlined and solid process to convert leads into qualified applicants. Open houses don't capture lead information very well, and individual showings can make the process long and time intensive. That wraps it up for this video. Thank you all so much for listening. I've included a link to the Hemlane Academy at the bottom of this video. Check us out for quick tips and much more on real estate management. I'll see you next time.